Salutations, it's your old pal Revenge Creature, and welcome to Talkin Tuesday. Today, basically, I wanted to share my Transformers haul over the past month. I haven't opened a single one of them, but basically I've been stockpiling them because I wasn't sure how long the quarantine would go on, and so I kind of wanted something to do, something to enjoy, so I was going to, piecemeal. Wow, the lighting in here is really... Anyway, the sun's right there in the window. Well, it's not literally right there, but you understand. And then this shelf over here is blocking out that window. So, anywho, none of that's relevant, so I'm sorry. I brought that up. Anywho, let's just go ahead and take a look at my Transformers stash. No particular order. Maybe I will actually start in the size category. So one of the oldest ones that I picked up, well, none of these are old, they're all within the past year or two, is the Reflector from Siege of Cybertron. Wow, they don't look great on this camera in packaging. You can kind of tell there. So I only got one of these guys. And a funny story about this, back when these first hit, I stashed this at Meyer, and what is the copyright? I think it's, this is 2018. Surely it's not that old. But anyway, I stashed it, and it was still there the other day, like 2 weeks ago when I went there. I looked, and it was still stashed, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so there's Refractor, Decepticon. That's the back of the package if you're interested. Now, obviously, you need to get 3 if you want to make him turn into the camera like he did on the show. There were 3 of them, clones. So, anywho, that's Reflector, except he's called Refractor now. Let's see. Then the next 2 I have are from the... I don't know if these are exclusive to Walmart, but they are based on an upcoming Netflix series, War for Cybertron. This is a re-release, I believe, of the Siege Hound with slight... Doggone it, this lighting. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll work on it. Anywho, Siege Hound, this is a slight repaint of his... the Siege for Cybertron version of him. Blah. Anywho, so I picked up Hound because I didn't have a Hound, and I'm sure they're going to release him in that doesn't really look so much like a Jeep. It's like a Cybertronian armored car, I guess. But maybe they're going to end up releasing him in an Earth mode. Who knows? And then this one is kind of unique. I assume this is... I can't really say it's a spoiler, although it has a spoiler. Literally. This is Decepticon Mirage. You might recognize him as the Autobot. He was like a Formula One car from the original series, but this is like a Decepticon version. And I guess in the show, he starts out as a bad guy, or he was always a spy, so maybe he's just like a spy. But really cool color scheme on this guy. I kind of wish it was a different character. But it's not. And there's the spoiler I was talking about. Okay. So, now the next size class up, we go to... He's a new guy. Okay. Then I got Soundwave from Siege, which I had a whole lot... I had like 4 or 5 different Soundwaves because I really like the character, so I just buy every version of him. Same thing with Optimus Prime, but then I sold all of them off. And only Soundwave I have left is over here is the Masterpiece version. But now I've got the Siege version, and I kind of want to get a couple more versions. I want to get the Combiner Wars version back because I thought that one was cool. Or was that Titan's Return? Anyway, the last big Soundwave they made. And here's the back of the box. Obviously he's not going to turn into a boombox. He turns into some kind of jet battleship thing. I've heard you can also kind of turn him into that weird light post that he converted from in the first episode of the original cartoon. And then you can get cassettes for him as well. Laserbeak and Ravage, I think, are the first 2-pack. I haven't seen them at retail in a while, but well, that's weird. Anyway, I haven't seen them at retail for a while, but I know that Docking Bay Toys up at this place where I work, he has a set, so I'm gonna get that tomorrow, actually, because we go back to work Thursday, and I'm going in tomorrow for a few hours to help out, just in case it's real busy. So the next one is one of the newest figures from this year that's been released. This is Earthrise. That's this year's series. Oh, I just got a text or a messenger. Let's see here. Earthrise Grapple. Except, does he have to be called Autobot Grapple? Yeah, he has to be called Autobot Grapple for some reason now. But anyway, that's Grapple. He was. This is a great. I mean, just like Wheeljack. I mean, just a cartoon accurate. I mean, we're getting close to a masterpiece. I mean, this is like a budget masterpiece toy, you know. Turns into the crane. And the only thing that I think is weird is I feel like the head crown and everything should be black instead of orange. I think, I mean, look at that. God, what a great face on that guy, too. Anyway, this is a really cool figure that I can't wait to eventually open. And then, of course, also from Earthrise, Starscream. Now, you got to get a Starscream every year, right? This is great. Another cartoon-accurate depiction. This is very cool. I really dig this guy. And I've got the from a couple years back, from way back in the day. I've got one of the Henkai, or the Japanese releases of Starscream from back in, like, I don't know, 2010 maybe. I can't remember what year this was. And pretty cool, but then, like, the size difference in these two, you know. So anyway, that's very cool. So this is going to be my default Starscream, and then they're coming out with his buddies Thundercracker and Skywarp. That's going to be a Target exclusive 2-pack this year, and I got to get that because you got to have all 3 of the Seekers. You know what I'm saying? Well, there we go again. What has she done? She has stepped on the computer and turned on a bunch of stuff. You know, you gotta love cats. You gotta love living with cats, because I love my kitty cats, and they always want to get into the videos. Alright, so somehow she's covered. There we go. I was going to say Messenger had completely covered my screen. Anyway, so here you are, Starscream, Earthrise Starscream. Great figure. I highly encourage you to get him. Then next up we have Ultra Magnus. This is the Siege of Cybertron Ultra Magnus. Whoops. Trying to get the... And then here he is. And unlike the most recent Ultra Magnus that came out in Titan's Return, maybe, that Ultra Magnus would go from this to this only. But this new one, you can actually have the separate cab, like the G1 toy. So you can have like a white Prime, and then the trailer becomes the armor to make him that. And that's really cool. Ultra Magnus, of course, voiced by Robert Stack in the animated film. That was pretty cool. Then we have the Netflix Megatron, which is a repaint of the Siege Megatron. And then he also comes with Lionizer over here and Pinpointer, which is here. On the back, you can see Megatron in all his glory. He turns into this BA tank. We've got his 2 weapon partners here. Wow, do you want to co-host, Snickers? I'm telling you, I just got to make sure. Okay, yeah, good. All right. So anyway, that's a really cool paint job on this guy. Like I said, he's just a repaint of a figure that was released just a few months ago. Same thing with Hound and Starscream, or not Starscream, Hound and Mirage, who was just a repaint. And then my most recent pickup was today. I had to go get kitty litter at Meijer, and if you have cats, Meijer, and you have a Meijer in your town, their brand cat litter has got to be the best. I mean, trust me, I've tried everything, and I just really, really dig it. Okay, so then I happened to find this bad boy today, Astro Train. Very cool. And then the back of the box, so you can see his 3 modes. He's a triple changer. He changes into a locomotive and a space shuttle, which was always a cool kind of combination. And I mean, the detail in this guy, he is just I don't know if that's going to pick it up, but there's so much detail as far as like lines and panels and stuff. Oh my goodness, what is this? Then you can't see it, but he comes with a tender, like a coal train. Wow. So when he turns into a train, you can actually he can have a car to pull, and the looks kind of like it turns into some kind of weapons platform or something, or like a launching pad for the shuttle that you can't even see because of the glare. This, and then like it doesn't show him pulling it. Oh yeah, it does back here. Wow, that's pretty freaking cool. All right. Oh, we're gonna get a Galvatron. There's a picture of Galvatron. Who else we got on here? Shockwave, RC, which RC's masterpiece just got revealed. It's very, very cool. But I think we're going to get an RC in this line. So yeah, we are, because I already pre-ordered her. Trailbreaker, so that's going to be a easy repaint of Hoist. Bumblebee, which I hope is a repaint of the new Cliff Jumper, because they've never released a Bumblebee and a Cliff Jumper in the same scale at the same time, or they haven't for years. I mean, back in the Legends class, but I like them. Like, I've got the Masterpiece Bumblebee. Let's just pop this open real quick. This used to be so shut full of Transformers. Anywho, so I've got the older Masterpiece Bumblebee with the new Clip Jumper, and you can see they're not quite the same height. If the heights were flipped, this would be perfect. But that's why I'm hoping that they just retool this to be Bumblebee. That would be very cool. All right. Oh my God, my Optimus Prime. My one Optimus Prime left is the one from the 2001 series, the Japanese Robots in Disguise, which is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. The Japanese version, I don't really care for the westernized version of that show. Anywho, I guess that's about it for today. We'll go ahead and look at my Transformers collection, especially once I get these guys unboxed, which that'll be quite a chore. But I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope everybody's being safe and taking care of themselves. And I guess we're coming out of this. We'll see. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that horse nonsense. And we'll see you on the next one. Osquinoxo.